Hey everybody, how's it going? What an exciting day for, we're going to be talking about Virtua Fighter at EVO. We're going to be talking about all the news. We had a lot of news, so we're going to queue up a bit, we're going to watch a little VFTV, and then we're going to talk about it. So let's make sure some people are in the room. I did want to queue up, but we ran into some trouble with getting the stream going on YouTube for whatever reason, but that's been fixed. We're doing good now. But if you haven't yet, there is wonderful news. We've got the Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage. The trailer was launched today, and it's pretty awesome. It's really, really cool. So I might pop that on the stream in a sec here.
I won't go easy on you.
Would be fun to do, but yeah, it's really, really wonderful news. Let's go ahead and pop that trailer on. Give me a moment here as I add that source in there. This might be the Japanese one. Nope, that's the English one. Good.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Let's check some of these settings. Again, I hope everyone's doing really well. If please let me know if you see me. I know a lot of people are busy watching EVO as they should. EVO is really amazing. So we'll get talking about that news pretty soon, but we're gonna do a few things here. Listen to this, yeah.
Round 3. Ready, go! Wrestling is the ultimate sport.
Still waiting to see if we get anyone there. We'll get this trailer going very soon.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Alright, we're gonna fade the sound a little. And we'll see if this is too loud. So I'm really excited about this news. I'm gonna check something on my audio, and we're gonna get talking about this. So. There we go. Things we're going to do. All right, I'm going to double check something really quick. Let's hear this sound. I think that audio sounds a lot better. So too loud. Okay, I'll stop that. It's kind of funny about my amateur out here. Alright. Okay, so yeah, I think the VF6 news is going to be coming out on Sunday. That's what I would expect. And honestly, I'm not expecting too much Virtua Fighter 6 news, but I'll be very happily surprised if they do announce a lot. I honestly think we're just going to get a small update, maybe some art, maybe some music, hopefully video. A video of some form, but I'm not sure what to expect. But I would be very happy to be very surprised, and I think it'll be awesome. Whatever announcement that gets announced on Sunday is probably going to be during normal course of EVO finals, so it's going to be during the EVO event itself. I don't remember them saying anything about like a VF Direct, so I'm not expecting that. I think the panel was part of what would have been in a VF Direct, and then I think whatever they do show on Sunday would have been the rest of that Direct. So yeah, but it is exciting, and I'm just so happy about the Revo news, actually, about World Stage. I know that's not the biggest draw, but it's really it's quite amazing news, and it also does lead into VF6. What are the kind of things we could hope to expect in VF6, right? What are they working on? Well, we know that crossplay goes without saying. We know that there's they're constantly refining the replay features. But also we're looking at they are implementing something that looks a lot like quest mode. So quest mode is kind of back. The title World Stage is because they are implementing a World Stage mode, and the World Stage mode looks really, really cool. Honestly excited about that. Let's pop that. We'll pop that up in a sec here. But basically, if we're to look at that, let's go to Sega's website here on their Twitter. Let me see here. Sorry I'm slow for doing this. Yeah, probably not my expertise right now. I'll make it an expertise later. But anyways, so things that we can expect. You can be in the world stage mode, by the way. If you're on the official VF Discord, you can go ahead and put yourself in one of those user events that they do, so where you can put your ID or somebody you want to put in there. So they're accepting opponent name suggestions. These are opponents that you'll fight in the world stage mode. Most people put their own name and their characters. So There's some rules about that. It's pretty much for about 3 weeks in August. Starting today for about 3 weeks, you can do that, and it's pretty cool. They did this in the past quest modes, so a lot of players that did actively play VF from US, Europe, and Japan especially were listed in VF's quest mode. And so you can put yourself in the game's quest mode so that people will run into you, so to speak. It's going to be really awesome. It's a very nice structured, like kind of a ghost mode in a way, but also with tournaments and mini events inside, and it looks very much structured to have events. I'm really excited about that. I'm also excited that they're going to be doing that people that own Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown on PS4 can get a discount of pretty much 50% off, so that for $10 they can upgrade to Revo, and so they'll have the PS5 version with all your DLC intact. So whatever DLC you have in Ultimate Showdown is going to be carried over into Revo when you get it, and you'll get the game for $10 instead of $20. I think that's really awesome. I was very skeptical about some type of an update path, or at least I didn't want to expect it, because I know that it's really disappointing if people expect it and then there's no news about it. But I am really happy that they're doing this route. I think that's fair. I think it's really good. I think $10 is an amazing deal, and the PS5 version is going to have crossplay with PC, with Xbox Series X and S, and with Nintendo Switch 2 as well. Yeah, they're putting so much work into Revo. They're serious. I am loving how serious Sega is about Virtua Fighter. On the Discord, on the community Discord today, some of us were kind of teasing about the whole, that it could be like a dragon fighting game, right? But I was just joking, because honestly, my honest thoughts about it right now is that right now they have made the name Virtua Fighter is an exciting name right now. I don't know what the final name of the game is, if it's Virtua Fighter 6, Virtua Fighter, or something else. But right now, they have gotten a lot of people's attention with the Game Awards show, and also with the NVIDIA showcase. Those things do matter. Those things hit a mass audience, and that's how everyone's talking about it. So that narrative is still there, and sometimes that name will stick. Right. Sometimes when a game changes its title from like the code name to the official name, sometimes that doesn't stick as well as the code name did. Sometimes it sticks, but in a different way. I think Virtua Fighter is sticking right now. I think, a year ago I wasn't sure, but I think ever since that happened, ever since seeing the response, seeing the conversation, seeing how people are ready for this new VF, and seeing how serious Sega is in making this Virtua Fighter, and on art, on story, presentation, and all the things they're doing with Revo. And when I look at Revo, I see them as building that as a path towards 6. Like, they're trying to give us a runway to work with for our creators, for the fans, but at the same time, VF6 is aimed at a bigger audience than the fans. It's the fans plus a huge mass audience. And the way that they're going about VF6, to me, feels like they're aiming at that. They're totally aiming at a really big deal. So I'm so excited. Hey Blurring, good to see you. And so now, if they were to change the name to something like a dragon, or Fighting Like a Dragon, I don't think that would stick as well as Virtua Fighter. I think Virtua Fighter is not only back, I think Virtua Fighter is here to stay. And I think it's exciting, but we'll see what their plans are. I really have no clue. That's just how it looks to me right now. Again, a year ago, my view on it probably would have been very different. So what a difference a year makes, what a difference 9 months makes, what a difference 6 months makes. We'll get to some of those news, but let's read what everyone's saying here. I'm glad everyone's doing amazing. Sega is going crazy with these updates. They're at the right pace too. You do want to be feeling that longingness, that like, oh, I want more. You definitely want that feeling. They're doing it right if you are feeling that. And when you finally are kind of a little huff and puff, and then the news comes out, that's like it's good elation. Some might call it manipulation, but that's marketing. But I think they're doing awesome. I love what they're doing with Revo. Okay, Hypergrav asks, I heard we are getting Dural. Is it the same FS Dural? I don't know. The Dural in the trailer kind of looked broken, if you ask me. So I really don't know. It looks the same, but it is interesting how they make it very clear that Dural's playable. We don't know what form. It looks like it's on multiplayer. Looks like it might be online, so that might mean that they actually try to balancing her. They're going to try to balance her, so I don't know. You know, in the past, people would really get angry if she was playable, like online. I don't know about now, so we'll see. You know what's interesting is since Ultimate Showdown, that was an interesting rumor I'd heard though. I'd heard a lot of times like that there was a space for an extra character, and one of the rumor, or for two, and so the rumors I kept hearing was there will be a spot for Dural and there'll be a spot for Kiru. So who knows? But that hasn't been true until. But the Dural one, she was playable in Final Showdown, but only like single player or local multiplayer. So I don't know about online. I don't know. Where we will see. Maybe the Dural that we saw is just for World Tour, World Stage. Sorry, I call it World Tour. It's World Stage. Let's see. Never played any VF game but Revo, but heard about this legendary quest mode VF4. So World Stage sounds exciting. It's really exciting, and at the very least, the pictures that they've shown of World Stage really are promising, because these the photos that I saw. They basically the image that they shared in the panel basically is telling me what I want to hear about it, which is that the most important elements are there. So what do we see? We see that you go on a world tour. In quest mode on Evo, you actually fought at the Japanese arcades, like the famous Sega Japanese arcades and a stadium, but you really had this sense that you were in the early 2000s when Sega had all these amazing arcades throughout Japan, and you would fight in them, and they would have Japanese players and other named players, and there were tons of bots in each one, and you could see your progress whether you won the tournament there, which is the easy goal, or whether you actually dominated that tournament by literally getting a win off of every single player that frequented that arcade. And it was random who you get. You would basically get, it was like, imagine walking up to 3 possible machines with the player that was there, and you get to pick which one you want to go to. You fought it, and then you would fight more, and and it was just like, it was a really cool experience. The interface wasn't super complicated, but it was really nice for its time. But you also had, so you could go to the easier arcade, you could go to the harder arcade, you could fight Chibita, you could fight a lot of legends, right? On top of that, they had special event tournaments that would have special rules. So there would be some tournaments that played in hyper mode where the game was super fast, so like Virtua Fighter 4 Evo Turbo. You could fight custom combo mode, because basically there was like, you fight in the tournament where all of the recovery frames could be canceled. And so every time you attacked, you could cancel. It was like Viism in Street Fighter, and so you would just do insane combos in that mode, and you would fight in the tournament with other players in that mode. It was so cool. And on top of that, you did unlock costumes. Now, if I heard correctly during the panel, this happened around the time that the stream cut off, because the stream dropped for a little bit. The news was so awesome it crashed. I think Aoki said that you would be unlocking costume items in the World Stage mode, and if that's true, that's also true of Evo's quest mode. Now, Virtua Fighter 5 Vanilla also has a quest mode. It's really good, but I think Evo had the best one. I think 4 Evolution had the best quest mode, and that one, you did feel it when you won an item, whereas you kind of win currency and treasure you kind of win treasure and kind of picked out an item and stuff. So that one feels a little more like the Tekken's unlock system when it came to Virtua Fighter 5 Vanilla, but Virtua Fighter 4 had like more of like the ghost mode, which was great, but then 4 Evolution had the quest mode, which let you unlock lots of cool items, and it was just such a fun mode. It's a mode that you just never got tired of it. If you just wanted to play VF, but maybe your friend wasn't around, you got to play that, and then when your friend was around, you played them. It was really cool. Quest mode is wonderful. It's ahead of its time. It's structured kind of like maybe a mobile game might be structured, and you just had a lot of fun playing it. just more Virtua Fighter on your own terms, and you could play the arcade you want. There were tons of them. So this world stage, now the world stage mode has funny names for their arenas, right? Like one of them is called Yeah, right? And another one is called 10 years later or 30 years later. And then there's other titles which they're like they're in English characters, but they're Japanese. So, and then there's also a side tournament section. So they might have the custom combo mode. They might have the hyper mode. They might even have, who knows, maybe they have the April Fool's mode where we actually get Virtua Fighter with fireballs and hurricane kicks. If anybody's seen the Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown April Fool's, if you haven't, look it up on YouTube. You're gonna have a blast watching that. One of the best things you'll watch. It's freaking hilarious. A lot of people watch that thing over and over again. It's really, really great. Again, Blurring, good to see you. So yeah, World Stage will be coming to Revo for free. It'll be part of it. If not, I will be so surprised. Yeah, Virtua Fighter will never die. Jim Hinney says, I missed day one pools earlier. I'm sad. That's really too bad. We will talk about the pools though, because that was very interesting. So there was a new trailer for Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage, which is basically the full release and Revo that we know, coming October 30th. Now there is an open beta, so an open beta is early September, so we'll be able to test out the crossplay. We'll be able to feel how things are going. A lot of my friends that are on PS5 are excited. Friends on Xbox Series X really excited. Switch 2 we'll see, but Switch 2 is coming later. Switch 2 will not be coming on October 30th. Looks like they're still working on it and they don't anticipate it coming out in time for that. But yeah, I do think they were saying that you can unlock items for sure in the world stage mode. But that world stage mode looks really, really awesome. On the picture that they send, there's 7 locations and 1 side tournament spot. So 7 locations plus the side tournament spot. There is indications of progression. There is telling you your win rate and all that within the world stage mode. So it's pretty cool. It is looking more compact than what we saw with quest mode, but it still essentially is a lot of what's really important there. And again, don't forget, if you go to the official VF Discord, you can go ahead and put your name, or put anyone's name, put a silly name if you want, but you can make submissions following some rules and guidelines for the player names to be encountered in the world stage. I think it's awesome. So what do you all think about that? Let's talk more about what else we've got going on here. So that's the world stage part. They did talk about the VF Open Championship roadmap. As we know, we've already got Himajan, Virgo, Chimpanzé as the first 3. There's 7 places left. So, upcoming qualifier schedule. We've got the offline at Evo right now, which on Sunday there will be 2 new players added to that. If you were to ask me, it's really hard to predict who's going to get it. I definitely think it's 2 of the Japanese players. I think Shiwapon's going to get one of them for sure. I really highly, highly expect Shiwapon to be one of those. The last one, I don't know. It could be Gentleman Thief. It could be Homestay Akira. It could be Ryo Rao. It could be Yu Sarah. It could be Densetsu. It could even be Nyanta, who's playing El Blaze. Now, that said, if I were to make a prediction, it's too hard. You know, Homestay Akira does play incredibly well. He really does. But that said, it's especially in team battle, but in general, he's ridiculously strong, and you can't count him out. When you watch the quality of his matches, in clutch moments too, it's very amazing. So he's up there. But you know, Yu Sarah and Densetsu had this ridiculously epic battle. In this case, sometimes Densetsu can run hot and can run cold, and so that makes it like harder to see them being like a shoe-in, but at the same time they have the skills, the ability, and I've seen them go on a tear, for like a ridiculous tear. And so Densetsu for me is a person to watch. Ryo Rao though is probably really, really someone to watch, whether it's Go or Eileen. Real is ridiculously good. Ridiculously good. And you, Sarah, also ridiculously good. And the one who did win against Densetsu in EVO Japan 2023. I think only ended up losing got knocked out by Yasukami, who was on an amazing hot run. Yasukami, amazing young player. And we have, speaking of young players, Gakusei Sarah is in the tournament, and they won one of the junior under 22 Challenge Cup events, and they are very strong. That said, some of their peers are also considered ridiculously strong too. So Gakusei Sarah is not talked about as much, but they've had their amazing experiences, and they're a strong, serious player, and it was fun watching them this morning against. I think they fought against Tenguman, right? And I think they used Jackie instead of Sarah. So it's really interesting to include Doral, but we don't know if this Doral is tuned. We don't know if this Doral has been balanced for a competitive play or not. So we will see if that is the case. We'll see. Maybe there's a tie-in to Virtua Fighter story, to Virtua Fighter 6 story. So we'll see. Yeah, there's emphasizing packed with content. I'm so happy. So happy to hear that. But yeah, also later this month, we got Europe has its offline its offline qualifiers in the Versus Fighting tournament, and all of the registrations have been locked in at Versus Fighting. So you can check out who's there. Nero is definitely a favorite in there. I would definitely see Nero as a pretty good favorite at Versus Fighting for the European representative, and he does scare a lot of Japanese players, though. Yeah, we will see. APAC region has got an online qualifier at the end of August from August 31st to September 21st. Europe has an online qualifier from September 28th to October 19th. And then North America will again have an online qualifier, one more online qualifier for North America in November, basically from November 4th to Thanksgiving. And then Asia will have an offline qualifier at Tiger Uppercut in Thailand. I would love to go there. I have family in Thailand. I know Thailand well, and Tiger Uppercut's actually an event I've been wanting to go to because it's like a high-profile event that's in Thailand. So I'm really excited for that, and I hope I can go. I hope I can go there, but we'll see. Family might not like it if I disappear for Thanksgiving, and considering that it's right after like my son's birthday. So it's like a week. It's like 10 days after my birthday. 9 days actually. But yeah. So they said Doral is not legal in official Sega tournaments. Okay, it's probably broken Doral then. Maybe the broken Doral fighting other opponents was just in world stage mode. We'll see. But we'll see what they end up doing. She might be available in room battles. They do not have a statue of Chanchai in Thailand, but Chanchai is a popular old-fashioned name before my time. So let's see here. So yeah, we know the crossplay support. I don't like that they say crossplay support plan. Just say crossplay. But anyways, it says crossplay support planned. Okay. But okay. It's like the legalese of that. But just say crossplay. But anyways, maybe crossplay won't be right away on some platform. We'll see. What did they say with Doral? Doral cannot be used in official Sega tournaments, such as Okay, she can't be used in the tournaments. Maybe online. Okay, so the crossplay, of course, is going to be, or the beta is going to be on PS5, Xbox, and Steam, because as you know, Switch 2 is still under development. Also, if you get into the closed beta, you will get an exclusive in-game title, and it says Virtua Team, and it looks cool. It looks really cool. It's a fiery blaze, and it said, and with the VF logo, with the new VF. logo in the just in the ball of the flame, and then in the bulb, and then you got VIRTUA team after that. It looks really cool. So I do think a lot of us will be rocking that title in the game. I know I plan to. So yeah, sign up for that beta even if you're on Steam, right? Because it is on Steam. Because this is a crossplay beta. Sign up for it. Yeah, LD Wells. If you check out LD Wells' Twitter, they did show this combo. They recorded the Durrell wall combo, and it's pretty ridiculous. And it's from the trailer, I think, and it's doing like way more. It's doing like 75% life, about 70% life. So that's actually pretty fun. I'm just reposting that right now. So, the VF party is about to happen. However, the VF party is probably not going to be streamed. It's hard for them to get it set up, but it's okay. I'm just happy that the Japanese players are here. I'm happy Tetsuko Yamada and Homestay Kira are here. I'm wishing them the very best trip. Very, very best trip. So we'll see if anybody streams from their phone or does an unofficial stream, but it would be so cool. But I don't think you can I don't think you're allowed to do that type of stream there, without express permission. So if they don't know that there's a stream going there, it's not happening because it's being played in the BYOC area at EVO. Do you think the rank and character of the quest name submissions matter? Putting a rank character that hasn't already been submitted already equals better chance. It might represent the rank within the world stage mode, and that might be okay. But it is interesting, and we'll see. But I think I don't think the rank's going to affect too much distribution. You're going to be in there for sure. But I think it might affect the rank in the game. But I think they're going to change some, because if everybody said they were rank 45, somebody's got to, or they got to come up with unique names for the rest. We'll see what they do. And then Baba says Dural is actually not fun to play, so if you're going to like VF, it's not because of Dural. She's just a novelty and just adds to the VF fun. She is a novelty, and she does add to the fun. Yes, I might have contradicted myself. She's fun. It is a great time to be a VF fan right now, and I wish I was at EVO. I really do too. All right, so that's the main news that was over at... it's very clear when we say that Sega's serious, they're also seriously listening to fans. Revo is doing the things that the fans really have said they wanted. Now, some things are hard to do. Some things are easier to do. They're doing almost everything. Some of the things, but we'll see how much costume we get. Don't expect too much, because if it was like the full thing, they would have said it. They didn't say it, so we'll see. Hey, Two Mask, good to see you. Hope you're doing really, really well. So, by the way, I totally forgot that I had muted Revo. So in three, two, one, Revo sound is back. Sorry about that. So the Revo sound is back. All right, so let's see. A fun topic to talk about then is going to be the pools. So for people that want to hear about what's been going on in pools at EVO, let's talk about that. It's a good topic. So let's see here. All right, so I've been keeping track of some of these. So I'm going to talk about who was able to move on in their pools, right? So we know that in pool A93, we know Gyakusei Sarah was like the first one to go into round 2 on the winner's side. And then Tengu Man lost that battle and is going in on the loser side. And Mustang from Colorado, really nice player, solid, very new to VF, but they're very solid. I had a fun time sparring with them last week on Saturday. Bushido was the one who got them to play in the session I was on Saturday night. So Mustang from Colorado was able to advance to round 2. So again, we got Gakusei Sarah, who was an under 22 tournament winner in Japan, and they were playing Jackie. Tengu Man lost that battle but gets to move on to round 2, and then Mustang. That is pool A93. Okay, let's also talk about pool A72. We got Densetsu won an exciting battle against XTN, aka Christian. So XTN fought really well, and though it was 2 games, they were 2 very exciting games, and I really thought XTN was going to turn that around on that second game, but it was really, really good. So Densetsu goes to round 2 on the winner side. XTN and Solari make it through to round 2 on the losers bracket side. So shoutouts to Japan for Densetsu, who is also a licensed Street Fighter 6 pro and came so close quite a few times to being a VF pro. XTN, who is a strong Tekken player from the Seattle area, from Seattle, Washington, and they have they're strong in Tekken, but they've been obsessed with Virtua Fighter ever since the Revo beta. I met them at a tournament not long ago, and we have had a blast playing VF, talking VF. They love VF, and they are really strong, as a lot of people know now. They are a person who's threatening a lot of people in the bracket. And of course Solari, who is also a player who became very strong only about 2 years ago. They started Virtua Fighter about 2 years ago, and so they have been very, very strong. So Solari's been exciting to fight against. They're Sarah, very, very strong, and you can watch them every weekend when they fight against Juicebox every week. And they also play in tournaments in Phoenix, Arizona as well, and you can see them on the Community VF Discord. They're always really friendly. Okay, so Pool A73. This one was exciting too. In this pool, Genesis Frenzy is the person who comes out on the winner's side to make it to round 2. So Genesis Frenzy, really, really hot showing in many events actually. Honestly, Genesis Frenzy has been really strong everywhere. They won the tournament in Texas and Houston. They almost won the Ryan Hart Cup qualifier a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. And ridiculously strong. They really gave Gentleman Thief a run for their money, and their Aoi is really playing amazing. So they're really a player to watch. Just Cross was the one who lost to them and is going to advance to round 2 on the loser side. And also Dark Nova Void, who did lose to Cross earlier. Dark Nova Void climbs out and makes it to round 2 as well, and had a pretty exciting run as well. So Genesis Frenzy, Cross, and Dark Nova Void all make it to round 2. Now, real interesting results in Pool A92. So in Pool A92, Signia is the one who comes out on the winner's side. Signia is the first person who makes it out of Pool A92. IU Fanboy, aka Chow, is the second person to make it out. They lost that battle to Signia's Brad. Very exciting battle. They were playing Kage, and Signia was able to seal the deal. But IU Fanboy makes it to round 2, and then Mantran makes it to round 2. So we got Mantan making it out as well. Signia, IU Fanboy, and Mantan. Really exciting. Let me see here. What else we got? We do have more results, but I was so excited with all this stuff. Okay, Pool C73. Okay, Not a surprise who gets there, but this is still very exciting news. Shiwapun makes it to round 2 on the winner's side, and they had a nice battle with SF Punker. So SF Punker is the second person to make it to round 2 out of C73. And the third player to make it out of pool C73 is Ultra Shock 3. So Ultra Shock 3 gets there. Shoutouts to Phoenix, Arizona. You have Solari and SF Punker both making it into round 2. Congratulations, Phoenix, Arizona. I think Juicebox is playing tomorrow. So let's see here.
Ready, go!
Okay, those are the results I know of, but I'm gonna double check and see if there were more results. But hard to know. Let me see here. If you guys have questions about a player, let me know, and if I know anything about him, I'll tell you. Okay. Yeah, Genesis Frenzy is Play Silent Hill, amazing player. Let's see here. Yeah, shoutouts to Colorado. It's too bad Assassin and Bushido couldn't make it to Evo this year, but I am really happy with what they've got going in life, at least in terms of Bushido having a baby. Assassin has had a harder year, but they have been fighting like a true champion, and so we can look forward to Assassin doing super amazing at events going forward. His VF is ridiculously strong. So is Bushido. And we got Mustang, and we got a lot of other players like Rushdown Turtle, who I wish was there too, at Evo, and also players like the other Christian, KRS Jin. So yeah, we've got lots of good stuff here. So, 3. Yeah, so Mantran was able to take down one of the comedic duo's members, No Motion, and that player had actually had a pretty decent run at other events in Japan too. So congratulations again to Mantan. Let's see here. And Mustang took down one of Portland's own players as well in an epic battle that went 2-1 to get into the round 2. So shout outs again to Mustang, and then shout outs to my friend Bami Rashi. I'm glad you had a good run also. Really cheers to you. Oh, here's an awesome one. Okay, so C72, this one's awesome. Okay, so C72, the first person to make it out of C72 is Mr. Galupo. Mr. Galupo is a player from Japan. I don't know enough about them, but they had an epic battle versus KNR. It was Shun versus Akira, and it was really close, and honestly it looked like KNR was going to win that battle, but KNR did not escape the forward throw escape when it was Shun's most direct path to victory. And so unfortunately in that brief moment, and KNR is a very, very sharp, fast-paced, very fast-thinking player, but maybe they overthought it and thought maybe Shun would do a different throw, but they did not escape that forward throw, and they got wrung out for it was a turnabout victory. So Mr. Galupo is the first person out of C72. KNR is the second player to go into round 2, and the third player was another incredible battle, but it was Blackstar who climbed up and is going to be in round 2. Now that one is less surprising to me because Blackstar is an amazing player that I know, a rival from old times, but also a player who's played amazing recently. Blackstar's run at Combo Breaker was nuts. Blackstar was really amazing to watch at Combo Breaker, and I loved the way that they were fighting. There was a whole Sarah army that was just tearing it up at Combo Breaker. It was Blackstar, technically it was also Jacko, and it was also Dark Nova. Real amazing stuff, but now Blackstar is the third person to get to round 2 out of the C72 pool. Alright, we talked about the C73 pool. You know, shout outs to Green Lantern, aka Kung Fu Hustle, who was in this chat today. They almost made it into round 2. They were the one to lose to Ultra Shock 3, but Kung Fu Hustle, shout outs to you, shout outs to Chicago. I'm really happy that you're at Evo, and I hope you do awesome at your other tournaments. I know you're playing City of the Wolves and other games as well, but shout outs to Kung Fu Hustle. Good friend, good sparring partner, awesome guy. But cheers to Ultra Shock 3 for making it into round 2, along with Shiwapong and SF Punker. Alright, C92. Okay, this is exciting. We didn't talk about C92. C92. Itabashi Zangief is the first person to make it out. They fought a battle against Shag. So Shag is the second person to make it out of C92. Itabashi Zangief makes it out to round 2. Shag is the second person, and the third person is actually John Doe Rules, who John Doe Rules fought a battle and won over ALG 910. I thought ALG 910 was a name I recognized, and so I was wondering about them, but John Doe Rules is the one who makes it out. So congratulations, Itabashi Zangief, Shag, and John Doe Rules. Alright, let's talk again about pool C93. C93 is also exciting. It did have an exciting battle, actually. So, Nyanta is the first person to make it to round 2 from C93. Nyanta was playing El Blaze, very strong run, and won everything in straight games, but LD Wells gave them a good fight. LD Wells is then the second person to make it out to round 2. And the third person, congratulations, Kumubo, who I definitely would have said has a good shot to get out there. Kumubo fought quite a few people. Along the way, Kumubo had to fight against Stuffy, then who they won against. Then they fought Nyanta. Then Kumubo fought against Nagato Student, Rainbow Heavy FM, Hat Person, who's quite a strong Jackie player, and then Jayden Blaze. So congratulations, Kumubo, on an awesome run, getting lots of battles in. Good luck in round 2. Really happy for you all. LD Wells from the Seattle area, shout outs to you. Also excited that you make it to round 2. Give them hell in there. And then of course Nyanta. It's going to be so exciting watching Nyanta's L Blaze in this tournament. Alright, finally, Pool L72 is yet to be played. It'll be played tomorrow. Players we're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to watching Tricky fight. We are looking forward to Numbers. Numbers is also in there. And we're also looking forward to Zephyr 216. Tricky, Numbers, and Zephyr 216 are in this bracket. And also some other players I don't quite recognize as much as those. So I'm going to say those are the players I'm going to be watching for to see if they make it out of that bracket. We hope to. We'll see how it goes, but those are the 3 that I'm looking forward to seeing in that bracket. Let's go see. I think there's 2 brackets being played tomorrow before they play round 2. So. Why do I not see these? How many brackets am I not seeing? Feels like I'm missing brackets if I'm not seeing all of this. It's got to be a way. What the heck? Yeah, I think we're missing some brackets here. Or I am. Like, something with the interface I can't see. I cannot see all these brackets. Or does round 2 have buys? Round 2 probably has buys, right? Okay. No? No. What bracket am I missing? Okay. N73. N73 has Gentleman Thief. N73 also has Rayblade and Montage, I think. Really? Huh. Different from what I'm expecting. Was this not played yet? Yeah, I think this... Huh. We'll see. Yeah, shoutouts to Rushdown Turtle, who makes amazing shirts. Rushdown Turtle, send me a message again, and let me try to let me try to send the link out. You do have a link now, right? Is the shop up now? Is there a good shop yet, or later? Let us know. Let me know.
Round 3. Ready?
I see. Okay, let's talk about some of these brackets that are yet to be played tomorrow. There's a lot of brackets, actually. Complete. Complete. Alright, so we talked about L72 with tricky in numbers. We also have L73 that's got Tetsuko Yamada. Twice a Day is definitely a player I'm looking out for in there. Tetsuko Yamada, Twice a Day are players I'm looking forward to in there. And it is really interesting after that. Okay. So those two I'm really looking forward to. Tetsuko Yamada beat like all the American players at the last Los Angeles Gathering. There's another Los Angeles Gathering happening though in October. And so I'm really excited to go to that. Okay. Alright, we got my friend Yellowtail. Yellowtail is definitely a favorite to me in pool L92. And let's see who else we got in here. I think Incident will be doing pretty good in there as well. But we have quite a few players, I think quite a few East Coast players in here actually. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this pool plays out. But Kotetsu is a Japanese player that's in that bracket too. So we're looking forward to Yellowtail, Kotetsu, and Incident to see how they do. We've got the Homestay Akira pool. Okay, Homestay Akira. We've also got there's Baydor in here too. The Dizo's in there too. Rental Animator is in the Homestay Akira pool. Definitely looking forward to that. I think Rental Animator and Homestay Akira are the players to watch. But we also have other players like Phantom Thief. Dr. B is in there. And then 88X as well. So it's an interesting pool, but I'm really looking at especially Homestay Akira and Rental Animator. And I would not count the Diesel out on that one. I think that's a person I know personally, and I think they're a person who can cause quite a bit of upsets in tournaments. But we'll see how they go. See how that goes. Alright, N72. This is a vicious one. Okay, so N72, we've got Rio Rao. Really strong. We got Kamaizoken, also very strong. We got Dandy J, also very strong. Those are the three that I would look at the most. But we also have a player, we have a Japanese player, Mori. And I think I've heard of this Sarah player. I don't know much about Mori at all. I've only heard a little bit about him. So I would be looking at Rio Rao, Mori, Kamaizoken, and Dandy J in this bracket. I would be looking at those four. Again, I have no idea how Mori plays. I just kind of recognize the name a little and had heard mention, but I don't know like where they are on the conversation. I think I heard they're a Sarah player though. And then finally, let's see, we've also got, we already went over the Gentleman Thief bracket. Okay, N92. N92 is interesting. This is the Yu Sarah bracket. So Yu Sarah, definitely the player to watch in here. But we also have Zek Frost, who I've seen. Zek Frost is a player from Seattle, Washington. They're a new player, but they might get a chance to fight the Master if they can win their first 2 battles. Then they can fight against you, Sarah. I have fought Sonic Ninja. I think no, it's different. I fought a House Music Ninja. There's Sonic Ninja 101. I don't know them too well, but Kadaj is a very strong player. And so Kadaj can be doing quite a bit in here. And also Crunk Missile, I've seen them get results at other events. I don't know much about Crunk Missile. I just know I've seen their names in events. So we're looking at you. We're looking at Kadaj. Those are the top 2 I'd look at. After that, I'd look at Crunk Missile. And I've played a little bit of Zek Frost. I can say that they're quite solid. And so, based on who you might play, like in pools, Zek Frost can do some damage in here. So those are the 4 I'm looking at in this bracket.
I won't go easy
All right,
on you.
last bracket. Here's the last pool. You guys ready for this? So this pool has got Himajan. Definitely the first person I'm looking at in here. This pool also has Juicebox. And then we also have BLB. And I don't know the rest of the players too well in here, but I would say that Juicebox and Himajan definitely stand out. But BLBL, I think I've heard about. So this will be very interesting. There is also HKD Emperor Pain. So Emperor Pain will be interesting, but they're likely to run into Himajan very early. So I see. So Beal, okay, Beal is the Soul Calibur player. I've heard they're good. I don't know anything about their VF, but I'd heard the name and heard they're good. So we got Beal, and Beal and Juicebox are likely to run into each other in the semifinals. So we'll see how that shakes out. That's going to be an interesting test. It's going to be exciting, and we'll see who gets through. Oh, we do also have, I think this is I'm Too Crispy. So we got Crispy, which could be I'm Too Crispy, I'm not sure. I fought them, they were pretty solid. I fought them in an online tournament. So Crispy's in there, that'll be interesting to watch. But I'm really looking at Hima, Juicebox, and Beal. And that's the brackets. These are what we're looking forward to for Saturday, on top of how they play until they get to the top 8 or so. I think Sunday will be top 8. Maybe it's top 6, but I think it'll be top 8. I don't know how Evo handles the extended lineup. So yeah. So against the Juicebox, I don't know how Bill will do, but you never know. And again, it's going to be interesting to watch how these brackets play out. I think this has been exciting. I think with 3 people coming out of pools, it's a very, very exciting. And it's going to really make really good. It's going to make tomorrow afternoon, evening really good. And then it's going to make Sunday extremely good. So I think we're going to have an awesome tournament. I think we're already having an awesome tournament. So pretty excited. And I think everyone's doing really well. And that's our EVO coverage. We've talked about what was talked about the VF panel. We talked about the pools here and how the tournament's looking. So then we've got what might be an announcement or a presentation during the finals from Sega for VF. We've got an open beta coming up. And so events I'll give a shout out to then. Next week, Ryan Hart Cup will have the second qualifier. So that's going to be an exciting online tournament in North America. We also got, we've also got the Battlefield beta, but that's not VF. That's BF, not VF. But you know what? BF and VF are back. I'm so happy. I love those 2 properties so much. So, we've got a week after that, in 2 weeks, we've got Versus Fighting in Europe. I'm excited to watch that. We all should be watching that tournament. That's going to be a really awesome tournament to watch. And then we've got more stuff to come. So I hope everyone's doing really, really well. Did anyone want to do a little sparring in VF? I'm happy to do a quick set before I go back to my family. But this has been really, really fun. So I'll put the invitation open for somebody who wants to spar.
Knockout.
Okay, Rushdown Turtle, that's you, right? Rushdown Turtle, you want to spar? Let's spar. I would love it. We always have intense battles too. Hey, my pleasure. Thank you, Jim Haney. Jim Haney, have an awesome, awesome Friday night with your friends. Thank you for stopping by here. Thanks for stopping by with this, and it's just great to have you all here. I appreciate you all so much. All right, Rushdown Turtle, you make the room. We're gonna make it your rules. Your rules, your way. Whatever delay setting you want to set it to, go ahead. Mine's set to 5, so it'll just go down to whoever sets it to fastest. And let's do it. Let's do this. I did have fun fighting Cygnus on Tuesday. Okay, I'll set up a room. Okay, so I can probably only do a first to 5. We're gonna have it reset the room, reset the stage. No spectators. Passcode is the usual. The only problem with doing the usual is somebody else stealing it, so you gotta get on there quick. But yeah, but I'll jump and create a new one if somebody hijacks it, because I promised you. I honor this promise. Oh, awesome. Have a lot of fun. Have a lot of fun. So, shout outs to the DMV. That's the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. So, players in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, if you play Virtua Fighter and you're from that area, you gotta meet up with these guys. Rushdown Turtle, Setsuna, and Joe Wodo, and a few others, I think. They're all really awesome people. They're strong as hell. Strong as hell. You're gonna get really sharp, really fast fighting these guys, and they're very different too. But they all are kind of creative playmakers. The Rock Reaper is the more patient one. The Rock Reaper is the one who's more patient out of the 3. But also makes interesting plays, so be on your guard.
Ready for this? Round 1.
Alright, I could use all the wolf training I can get.
Go! Excellent. Round 2. Ready? Go!
Good. Good. Excellent. Not the right move.
Knockout.
Very good.
Round 3. Ready? Go!
Good. Excellent. Yeah, just take your time and make those decisions.
Ready? Go! Knockout! Round 5. Ready? Go!
Good.
Knockout!
Challenging your meaty timing. Challenging your meaty timing. Like, I went do or die.
Round one. Ready, go!
Very nice. Trying with the jab. Very interesting choice.
Ready, go! Knockout! Round three. Ready, go! Yeah.
Very nice. Good round.
Knockout!
I really do like Wolf a lot.
Ready, go! Knockout! Round five.
Love the mind games.
Ready, go!
Nice. Good game.
Knockout! You won't stay on your feet when you fight me.
I have to remind myself too that offensive move does not trigger a side throw. Offensive move is almost always for sure going to be a normal throw situation. It's really good.
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout!
Hey Calamity, everyone's doing really, really good. Had a good time. I enjoyed the coverage a lot.
My time is here!
Knockout! Round three. Ready, go! Knockout!
See? I thought I'm better.
Well, Leon players don't get much on block. Other characters get a lot on block. Leon players get jack on block. No, it's not a point of pride. It's that there's not much reward for it. It's like, you don't remember us blocking because we poke back. Like, you don't remember us blocking because we're getting what we can from it.
Ready, go!
I mean, we can get eye poke. We can get 4-4K if it's a 2, if it doesn't involve like if it's not fast. Almost. Just trying to duck under that. Evil Chancha is good. I appreciate that. But actually, there's another reason. The other reason is because I want you to attack. Like, how do I get someone to attack? Either I throw them a lot, or I attack like crazy. That's how I get you to attack. Otherwise, a lot of people actually, a lot of times when I do try to be defensive, the other person just stares at me and holding guard throw escape, and it's really dumb. So I'm just like, please attack me, like, you know. So it's like every time I've tried to play defensive, the other player just sits there taking their time, and then it's like really awkward and weird. It's really dumb. So it's one of those things where, yeah. Well, I am trying to make you not know what to do. So that's also why I like to attack, is to provoke. Leon has good pokes, right? And he can attack. He has good attacks at all 3 levels. He just doesn't have like 17 frame launcher. He has 19, and he has 20 frame launcher. But you know, like he doesn't really have like 17 frame launcher the way a lot of players do. Yeah, but I do get the pride. That's a good pun. Good. Very good.
Round 3.
Bronx Jackie, I really like it. I like that too. I like that. Nice delay. Very good. Alright, let's work on this.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Alright, we can't do it that way. Okay. This is good. I like this training a lot. This is really good. There are certain things I can work on here with that.
Beautiful.
Certain parameters.
Round 1. Ready, go!
I like where you choose to fuzzy.
Knockout. Round 2. Ready,
That would be awesome.
go!
I like that delay. I like that delay. I missaw that. I thought that was a pop-up. It was not. It was a fall. It was like on the way down.
Ready, go!
Yep. Good. I like the 6K. Stuff up to that. Actually, yeah, your options are still kind of weird. I know what to do with that.
Knockout. Round 5. Ready, go.
There we go. I was trying to do that the first 2 times that the 2P came out. Thought I would confuse you. The EX high.
What a knucklehead.
Actually, that one might not. Is that one? I think that's an EX high. The spin punches are EX high.
Round 1. Ready, go. Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go. Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go.
Oh, nice. Nice, really. Damn, Wolf. Oh, what the hell? Final Showdown instincts. Final Showdown stagger break instincts. Kicked in.
Ready, go.
Oh, I love that low punch in the delay throw. Wish that was not guaranteed.
Knockout.
Ah, good set. I can do one more set. I can do one more set. Whew. Let's take a look, make sure if that really was EX high. So like Leon's like PP up P is EX high, and 4-6 P plus KP. Yeah, all of the spin punches, those twirling punches, they're EX highs. Stop the evade, delay, throw or delay attack. Throw or delay attack. And throw is actually really good. Your throws have been winning because of that.
Start. Round 1.
Alright.
Ready, go.
Very nice. If you're Wolf, yeah, it's basically catch throw. Catch throw is really good, actually. Very nice.
Knockout.
See, delay attack works, right?
Round 3. Ready, go.
Well, Wolf has got an amazing way to catch two-piece, yeah. I love that so much. This is awesome. So I do want to practice again. I do want to fight more against aggressive L blazes because there's a lot of interactions I want to get much more comfortable with too. It's a lot of fun. I think L-Blaze is scary because stuff like 6K, right? 6K hits you from max range. It just catches you off guard and you're already in a guessing game. And it's just so hard to see it when you're not expecting it.
Ready, go!
And I love that fadeaway punch too from L-Blaze.
Knockout!
So good. This is awesome. Alright, here we go.
Ready, go! Knockout! Round 3. Ready, go! Ring out! Round 4. Ready, go!
Nice! But did I get... Yeah, that was good. I'm glad you didn't ring yourself out though. So close to the edge.
Round 5. Ready, go! Knockout!
I'm glad I waited. If I did the full 4K too early, well, I don't know. If I waited too long, maybe it just crushes it. Maybe it would have crushed it. That happens a lot in this matchup. My brain thinks about whiffing a lot whenever I'm fighting lightweight versus lightweight. So like Leon versus, and actually lightweight versus lightweight period. There's the only one that I don't think about that is like Sarah. And even then, it's me trying to make her whiff.
Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go!
It would be cool if that does, but it's airborne, so I can't do the Sabaki.
Knockout! Round 3. Ready, go!
I always forget, if you evade cancel, you can't evade again for a second.
Knockout!
And then just always confirm the elbow.
Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout!
This time the whiff goes that way. It's all good.
Ready, go!
I got way too lucky there. Got way too lucky.
See? I thought I'm better. Round one. Ready, go! Knockout.
Power of the 11 frame kick.
Round two. Ready, go!
Always like that.
Knockout.
Really good.
Round three. Ready, go! Knockout.
Hey Joe, good to see you. We were just talking about the Rock Reaper was in here, just talking about that you guys gotta get together tomorrow, which is awesome.
Knockout.
Oh, I thought I got this nice. Very nice.
Round five. Ready, go! Knockout.
That was intense. That was an intense duel. That was a really intense duel.
See? I thought I'm better.
There you go. You guys are having an Evo party. You guys are doing awesome. Shout outs to again DC, Maryland, Virginia area, DMV.
Round one. Ready,
The
go!
demilitarized VF. You're like, no, this is heavily militarized. Okay.
Knockout.
Nice crush. Nice crush. That was really, really fun.
Ready, go!
I love this throw. Good one. I didn't expect it.
Knockout. Round three. Ready, go!
Evo was cat pass.
Ready, go! Bring out!
Forgot to train, eh?
Enjoy the show tonight if you watch it. The constant backdashing. Okay, you don't have to attack it. So there's different ways to approach backdashing, right? Most people try to attack it. You don't have to attack it. You can just crouch dash into it and then watch. You can play it really patiently if you know that they're going to do it. And then, so it's opt-in is what I like to say, is that basically the problem with backdashing is I don't really get anything if you just stand still or if you just move but don't attack, right? It needs you to attack. Now, if you evade cancel, maybe it wants that because then I know that you can't evade anymore. But that's more advanced, and that's usually stuff like Leifei doing his dart punch. You know, but that's also where Leon uses 6-6P, right? 6-6, like you can use 6-6P when you see that the opponent evade cancels, because you're like, oh, now they can't evade, right? So now they've got to play this like 2D. So you have stuff like that. But if you crouch dash, there's like not many downsides to crouch dashing, and so it's just like you just move forward and watch. If you think they're gonna do it, you're just like, oh, right, you know, yep, right. But here I did the correct thing, but I had to commit because you're just doing basic jab. So that's why basic jab is pretty good against backdash now. But still, it can still lose like this, right? So you got to watch the spacing before the backdash. If they're up close, that jab will totally kill like a backdash.
Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go!
So good. Very nice.
Round 5.
Sometimes breaks are really good, especially for momentum players like you and me. Oh, almost caught it. That was good. Good backdash. Good game. Yep, get your name in the game. Literally, get your name on the world stage mode. You did see that news, right, Joe? That world stage mode, quest mode is back. And if you want to put your name in it, go onto the official VF Discord. Get your name on it.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Good use of backdash. See, now you're doing the backdash game.
Knockout!
Yes, I'm happy I turned that around.
Round 2. Ready, go!
I love this tech against throw.
Round 3. Ready, go!
There's also this tech too. So good. I had to see which way this fell. Almost. Oh, that would have been cool. Good games. Good games, Rushdown Turtle. Yeah, so backdash is strong against Blaze, but that's why his moves like 6k, 4p plus k, 9p plus k are like ridiculously good, but they're scary because they're risky. Because if I do backdash evade, it's like such a double-edged sword. But at the same time, if you just move in, it's hard. It's boring, but it works. And sometimes it sets up delay launcher really, really well. So yeah, good games, my friend. Good games. But yeah, backdash gets me too. When I fought the player, I think it was I'm Too Crispy. Was it? I think it was I'm Too Crispy. I'm Too Crispy played Sarah, and I almost got knocked into loser's bracket by them because they were using backdash like launcher like a lot, and I had to like tell myself to just, if I block low punch, just use sidekick instead of elbow, and then also crouch dash quite a bit, you know, and be prepared to try to punish. You know, so it was because it gets basic poking. The problem with Blaze is it gets like most of his move list. The upside is that Blaze has really good long range moves, but they're do or die. But there are only a few, but those few are really good, but they're do or die. When they get evaded, it's not fun either. Especially because he's got like his input complexity ties your hand, like ties Blaze's hands up. Just like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and commit to doing rocket discharge stuff, and your hands are kind of almost about to ready to tie themselves in knots to do that. But then again, at your level and the Rock Reaper's level, you guys probably already just like can react it and not let it tie your hands up. But for me, trying to learn Blaze, I tie my hands up so much when I try to do that stuff. But it's so much fun. I'm just not used to confirming properly for those moves yet. I see. Yeah, so you'll get that. I mean, you already do. You already do a lot of good things. But I understand the frustration. But that's also, Leon has a good backdash game. But you know, Shun has an even better zoning game than Leon, which is scary. That doesn't mean I complain about Leon's. It means I'm like going, Shun's is so ridiculous that even Leon has to kind of yield to Shun's zoning game. You know, like I have to just play in a way where I'm just, okay, let him drink, but hit him if he drinks, you know, or let him lie low and wait till he does something. But then if he's got the life lead, I gotta really try so hard to make him overextend. It's tough, you know. Blaze is like an anti-design character. He's sort of a not contra VF. Like I think the contra VF characters is actually Leifei and Vanessa. They were the ones like in VF4 that's like everything you knew about VF we're gonna upend, you know. and that's like what they were. They came into VF4 and they were like we're gonna upend whatever you thought about VF theory, you know. But with Blaze, I just feel like he's awkwardly technical. He's like technical awkward, but both players are awkward. But when Blaze gets used to it, it's actually scary because it's like you're in guessing games when you don't really were prepared to be in guessing games. It's like he's hit confirming long range in the guessing games. He's got like a really, even though he's generically has short range, it's got like a T-Rex raptor problem kind generically, but he actually has really good long range moves, so his 4p plus k stuff like that, right? Yeah, Blaze is very interesting as a character, and he can really punish you for trying to play generically, but to play him, it's not like he can generically do that. Jackie can generically do that. Blaze is doing it with like knowledge. So he's like knowledge checking himself and the opponent. And then Blaze like actually has a lopsided Okizeme game. Elblaze's Okizeme game is weird because he has the best way to pressure and punish tech rolling. He really does. So he's got really good Ukemi Zemi. But you need to counteract that with punishing someone who stays down. And Elblaze can do it, but he has to change his combos. Like, either he's going for a max damage combo or he's really changing the finisher on his combo so that he can like do green combos to punish. But then that's, if the opponent knows what those are, they'll just probably tech roll the green combos and then stay down otherwise. And that's not good, right? That's kind of rough. That's too much of a knowledge-based Okizeme. But it's still strong, and there's still many, many variations to mix up and confuse the opponent. But if Elblaze's like green combo game was a little better, he'd be, I think his Okizeme would be the best in the game. Yeah. Thank you all very much. Oh yeah, this battle with Shiokara was laggy. I wonder where they're from. I really like the way you use the sways with Brad. It mixes it up enough to where I cannot try to fight it in a generic way at all. I will get killed if I do that.
What can I say? I'm on top.
Alright, we're gonna set up a raid. Soyo Kai is streaming, so I think I might raid him. Let's do it. Okay, we're gonna raid Soyo Kai. Everybody say hi. He does speak English. Feel free to speak English in Soyo Kai's room. He does speak English. And everyone, thank you so much. I had a wonderful time. So maybe this is an unpopular opinion, but green combos should be allowed to be listed on views. No, I agree with that. I know that, like, I understand, like, Mike might have whatever reason he has. Mike might feel that like it clutters or there's no end to it, but you know what? There's a lot that I would like on VFDC though. So I do think I would like a green combo section where users can submit it. So that one's like not curated. And they just say these are not curated combos, right? Just leave it up. This one, that one, leave up to the users to comment and maybe edit, right? Let that one be kind of wiki-ish. But I think that would be cool. And then I think it would be cool to have the stance transition frame data, but that's a whole rework of the move list. Like that part I don't think is light. I don't take that lightly at all. But I would like that. And Mike did ask. Do you guys want more detailed frame data? And other things. So I think at least for VF6 he might prepare to experiment and try to build what the future frame data will look like. I hope. But yeah, but I really would like. But I think we just have to pump them in the forums. But I would like a section that creates them, and then users could vote up or down on combo. Because they're like, if this is not a good, if this like really isn't a real thing, just delete it, or please explain to you know, the author has like 2 months to explain why this is actually a combo and not a fake entry. I don't know, but it'd be cool. But green combos are important in this game because of Okizeme. Yeah. Well, so I also think that, you know how there's the Taka move list, like the moves you get against Taka list? I told Mike I think he should put combos in there. Like there, or at least maximize. Like I was like, Leon 6 PP on recovery hit, like the combo should be in there. We shouldn't just tell people that they think this is what all you get against Taka. Like it's like, no, you should understand this is very much what you need to know as Leon against Taka. This is the punish, right? Jean, 4KP, 3-3 PK. I think that should be listed. That's like essential knowledge. But instead it's just gonna say 4KP is guaranteed. Like, okay. You know what I mean? It's like, so, it's just like, but what the user should know is 4KP 3-3 PK. Like they absolutely should know that, right? They shouldn't have to dig the forums to know that one, I think. But yeah, guides, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But that's why I'm saying I think it would be cool to have a separate section that is a little looser on the rules, just to kind of like for the green combos, because that can go all over the place. But then you're like, yeah, I don't really want to regulate or test this stuff out. But we'll let the viewers test it out, and if someone will complain if it doesn't work, you know. All right, we're gonna raid Soil Kai. Everyone, wish them well, and yay, have a wonderful time watching Evo this weekend. I'll try to do another updates episode tomorrow night. Or no, I can't. Tomorrow I've got to do stuff with the family. But Sunday, definitely support the Evo stream. But I will be on a restream because I will be on Markman's stream, the Electric Underground. Not Markman, on Mark X. I'll be on the Electric Underground stream, covering. We'll be talking about the finals, and so. But I really, you know, the biggest number that's most important for VF though is to make sure that you are watching the official Evo coverage. Support Shadosha, Limey, and whoever else is casting that day. But support Evo. And support VF at Evo. Those numbers matter. Sega looks at those numbers. The industry looks at those numbers. So whatever you do, even if you're watching on Discord, you really should pop up in the stream. Like, I know it's a small thing. I know you're just one of many. But honestly, those numbers get looked at. They get looked at and they get interpreted. So, well... yeah, there's ways that they filter that. You could do that if you want. That's your choice. But yeah, but make sure you're supporting VF. Like when they do events, right? People say they want more VF, and then they say they want more VF events. You got to support them. You got to support them. A lot of people have to make a decision if something's worthwhile, and sometimes it is about their opinion. But a lot of times that worthwhile thing is about their families or their livelihood, or investors. Or marketers, yeah, those two. But everybody in life, all of us make these decisions. Those numbers factor into some people's decisions. And sometimes it factors in even to loudmouth's decisions. So let's support VF. And let's keep supporting it. Even if you're doing an event at the DC, Maryland area, have that stream running in the background while you guys are playing. All right, cheers. I gotta go. Wife just got home. And we will... raid Soil Kai again because I messed that up. I think we did get the raid though. Yeah, it looks like we got the raid and everybody else went in, so we're good. All right.
Go easy on you.
Round one.
All right, here we go. Thank you all so much for your support. I had a great time. Cheers.